Hello, my name is Iris, and I wanted to show you my sketchbook from last year. Usually it takes me quite a few years to finish a sketchbook, but I filled 2 sketchbooks last year. Well, technically a little bit into this year, but that's pretty big for me. These are some jewelry designs, and the stickers, I made these ones. This is from my friend Abby. And then Abby, Nannetteclouds. This is from Terrain. This is from Christiana. Catherine Hemmen. I really like collecting stickers. It's very fun. This was fun because I was drawing different centaur people. And this one's like a half salamander, and this one's a half parakeet budgie. I love Rob Zombie. And, well, Dracula in general. I haven't seen the newest season yet, but I really want to. This is a hat that I made, and I was playing around with styles. Didn't finish that hat. I was just playing around. Watercolors and paint pens. I don't know if I can show that. Well, they're all censored. It's fine. Long Furby. And then my sister wearing a Boba Fett hat. A vampire lady. This was Zentangles. I thought it'd be cool if I put them into the blanket. I didn't finish. But then also they were coming out like dreams. Really like this one. Just paint pens. Sometimes I put tarot readings in my journals. This was a fun one because I journaled, but I didn't want anybody else to read what I wrote, so I painted over it with black acrylic and then drew on top of it with colored pencils. I spent the night with my bestie and we made sweaters together and junk journals. This is my first submission to Spokane Sequential. I had a lot of fun with it. This one I submitted to the Queer Art Walk of Spokane. This I was doing a thing for charity. More designs for that. This was a little painting I did for that charity as well. And then this one, somebody from Art Fight drew my little Furby Calypso. I'll have to remember who did that for me. And a little fairy. And then my friend Wally drew in here. You can barely see that one because I sketched it too light and then never went back to it. Playing around with shapes and textures. I watched, I don't remember what the movie was, but it had these little creatures in it. I thought that was fun. Series idea I was thinking about people and plants. Some costume design. Sometimes I draw with the pink pencil, but it's too light for the camera to pick it up on. Another tarot reading. This is my costume for the Maryland Ren Fair. Didn't come out quite like that, but it's close enough. This is my date with my girlfriend. This was costume design for somebody else. They had a drag idea for a cowboy, candy cowboy. Went to a family reunion and everybody played music. It wasn't my family reunion, it was my girlfriend's family reunion. She drew the sticker, by the way, too. Some Neurographica mixed with Zentangle. This little thing I doodled in the car. I was breaking down anatomy really fast and simple. It's not the best, but it helped in the moment. A little duck pond. This is downtown Spokane, yeah, Riverfront Park. Some more little doodles. I didn't do anything on this except for I did a stamp at the Spokane Run Fair. That's This is a quote from an Australian meme. I'm thinking about making it into a sticker. I'm playing with a glitter highlighter. This is a very rough thumbnail for a tattoo design. We ended up pivoting to something else, but it was really fun. I made this one for Spokane Giant Nerds Winter Abomination show. My girlfriend made this. We were playing with my new watercolor palette that I got. These are magnet ideas I had. My bestie did this side and then I did this side. My little fairy. I really like the Granny Cloaks moth. I think they're really pretty. I did this in the car, by the way. A little mermaid. Playing around with watercolor markers. The paper didn't seem to like them, but they came out with some pretty cool stuff on there. I tried a little peekaboo window with this one. Another rough sketch I didn't ink in yet. This I was playing with that those watercolors again. They're the I don't want to mess up the name of it, but the Kurotake, I think is what they're called. But they're a granular watercolor, so they come out with all sorts of different colors, even though the palette looks very muted. This is a piece I did. Just for fun with gouache. Another Neurographica. These are good when you're not sure what to do, and also when you're trying to just let your brain circulate, if that makes sense. They're yeah, they're a good way to just allow yourself to process while doing something with your hands. Setting New Year's intentions. And I drew this little thing here. That's my girlfriend's stamp. I watched Rent for the first time. And there was the scene with the lady with all the TVs, so I wanted to draw that. A to-do list. I also put to-do lists in my sketchbooks. I was playing with crayons for the first time in a really long time with these. I don't usually touch crayons because I'm not sure I like the waxy feeling, but they're kind of fun to play with sometimes. This is a gal I saw on Pinterest. Another to-do list. Oops. Oh, this is... So my girlfriend made this little blackout poetry. It says, hot, the cooter alligator, away. So I drew somebody with cooter alligator shorts. I don't know, I thought it was kind of fun. Abby made this piece. I was playing around with the brain acrylic markers again. Some Stars and Moon cowboy stuff. This is yeah, I'll remember it later. Just some fairy wings. Or just playing around with markers and not using liners. This is a wee wee from Item Label. Prison. And then this was storyboarding for my second submission to Spokane Sequential, and I really liked how that one came out. I was playing with a dip pen on this page. I designed this little as a free phone background that's on my Ko-fi. And then played around with some mica sprays. I made this for one of my friend's husbands because he really likes Cardinals and the band Ghost, so I thought it was a really funny joke. This one, I bought some perfume from my bestie, and then I thought that was fun. More storyboarding for that comic that got into Spokane Sequential. And I think that was it. More stickers. That Brendan dude, Abby. Another local artist, but I'm not quite remembering. And these two from my girlfriend. I think that's it. I hope you have a nice day.